Right, everyone, we're back here with Everton. We've got so much to unpackage. We've got our league form. We've got a transfer window. We've had our first game in the Champions League knockouts. We've got the second leg today, including another big game. Once again, we're playing Chelsea today, everyone, in this episode. I know we played them last time out, but the repercussions for this game are huge if it goes our way. Let's just get straight into it. Alright, everyone, we all know the drill, though. Before we do, if you want to do me a massive favour, drop a like down below, leave a comment. What do you think of our transfer business, which we're going to get into very soon, our chances in the league, and just let me know what you think about the Champions League. The Champions League, I think, is pretty much a done result, to be honest with you, but we're going to show it anyway. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'm really keen, really keen to hear your thoughts. But let's start with transfers, everyone. Now, we'll go into the transfer history. Now, yeah, I'm aware my face will be in the way, but I can tell you, I can break it down for you. That's not a problem with what's been done. Let's sort by latest results. So, obviously, we started off the transfer window pretty much with Vitinha and Richarlison leaving, but we also did sell Ryan Kent to Sheffield United and Bart Verbruggen to Sheffield Wednesday. Now, Ryan Kent, everyone, only had 18 months left on his deal. He was showing signs that he probably wasn't quite at the level that we needed anymore. I think he was sort of rated about 2.5 stars for the club, for the squad. So we thought, you know what, he's 28. Are we really going to extend this deal beyond that? You know, are we really going to be wanting to keep a sort of 30-year-old 2.5 star player around who potentially, you know, maybe isn't going to be someone we're going to use that much? So we cashed in on him, made a slight loss. But I think to get 19.5 mil for him when he, when he had 18 months left on his deal, and he'd been a really good servant for us, I thought, you know what, we'll cash in on him. Bart Verbruggen was the same, 18 months left on his deal. And obviously we are looking really at trying to get Helmut Geisbauer, who we've loaned out to SV Ried because he wasn't really getting the game time at Valencia, which we kind of suspected he mightn't do, but he was playing really well for their the Mestalla team, but still wasn't getting the game time. As you'll see, I still haven't sorted out the face packs for the Everton save versus on the Pentagon save again. But yeah, he's looked really good, and he's someone who we see as being our long-term keeper once we can get him a work permit. The only downside is I've learned about SV Ried, which we haven't got as a playable league, so we can't actually see how he's doing. By all accounts, he's not playing any games, which is obviously wrong because he will be playing games, but we just can't track that. So then we had a couple of other, sort of loan signings, loan deals go out, and that was it really in terms of outgoings. You will see that we made 279 million this season, though, which I think is really quite impressive. But obviously, we'd sold Ryan Kent, so what did we do? We signed Giacomo Raspadori. He is our new inside forward on that left-hand side, just because, unfortunately, Anthony Gordon is also showing that he might not be quite up to the required standard anymore, which is a real shame. We did loan Matthias Harkic just for the January, just with Verbruggen leaving, but then we signed Dominic Greif Dominic Greif from Mallorca, who was quite happy to be a backup keeper, 10.5 mil. And yeah, you know what? It's a little bit more than we would have wanted to spend on a backup, but he was available and we did it. Another person who became available was Raul Jimenez from Wolves. He was listed for 10.5 mil, and even though he's 33, he's still got some really good attributes. So we brought him in just basically as like a like-for-like rotation option for Luca. Basically, our thought process is that whenever Luca is not fully fit, obviously he operates as a target forward. We then end up sort of, using someone like a Ricardo Pepi, who isn't tall enough to be an advanced target forward. So he ends up playing as an advanced forward, which I feel doesn't get the most out of our wingers. So and our wing backs, sorry. So we wanted someone who can kind of do a similar job to Luca. So we brought in Jimenez, who is 6'3". He's pretty strong still, and he's got good heading attributes. So yeah, he's basically just a rotation option for Luca, but he's done quite well since he's joined us. He's got a goal in the Champions League, which we will touch on in a bit. I think he scored a couple of goals. He hasn't scored in the league, but he's got 2 assists for us in the league, and he has got that goal in the Champions League, which isn't a bad return for us. So yeah, talking of Champions League, so we last saw you after, where is it? Chelsea. We then beat Bournemouth 1-0, and then we had a very shocking defeat to Spurs 2-0 away from home. We bounced back straight away, beating Burnley after going 1-0 down, and we came back to win 4-1. We scored 4 goals in the second half, and then we followed that up with an absolute demolition away at Man City. We lost 4-1. Thankfully, though, we managed to then go on a bit of a run, and we've not lost since then. We did have a 2-2 draw at Arsenal, which kind of highlighted to me the limitations of Pickford, because he was definitely at fault for the Gabriel Martinelli goal. I don't know what was going on. A cross came in and he just really flapped big time. It was nice to see Nico getting a hat-trick at home to Watford. 2 own goals in the away win at Brighton, but it was one of those, like, you know, they were pretty much going to go in anyway or lead to a goal anyway, so, you know, it was one of them. They either tried or they didn't. League has carried on being good. Wolves, Burnley 3-0, 3-0, then beat Southampton 5-0, beat Spurs 3-1 in the FA Cup, where we played Leicester in the next round. This 1-0 against Spurs, it looks like we scrapped it. We dominated the game. Spurs' first shot on target, well, actually first shot in the whole game came in the 94th minute. Yeah, absolutely dominated. A lovely finish from Daniel Ballard. And then, yeah, we just beat Bournemouth 6-1. Again, going 1-0 down, but coming back with 5 goals in the second half. 2 for Gomez, 2 for Aouar, both of them off the bench. Yeah, impressive. But it's this Champions League game we're going to look at, where we beat Dortmund 3-0 at home. And this was a very mixed game for me. So, I mean, on the face of it, it was quite an even game. Oh, by the way, I think I found out. I think it's Charles de Ketelara, or Charles de Ketelara, I think is how you pronounce it. Daniel Ballard making it 2-0. Ballard has been immense. He has pretty much established himself as one of our starting centre-halves. And Raul Jimenez getting his first goal for the club with a 91st minute header. Now, you will notice we're playing the 4-3-3, and we're pretty much reverted back to the 4-3-3 that served us so well last season. And it's done really well, as you can see. You know, we've not lost. I just found that the wing backs one, while it was working, wasn't working as reliably maybe as this one all the time, and I sometimes felt maybe we were labouring a little bit. Now, we have used the wing backs, like the 5-3, 5-4-3 in this one, 3-4-3 in this one, or, you know, 5-3-2, however you want to look at it. Or this one, you know, the other sort of like the 5-2-3. And you don't get me wrong, it has worked at times, but this one, it just seems to be doing the job for us. So we've kind of left it with this one, to be honest with you. And yeah, it's worked really well. So we're going into the Chelsea game, looking to hopefully leapfrog them into 3rd place. And yeah, we've got 10 games left in the league. Very much between these 4 teams, really, for the top spot. United literally just slipped up and lost to West Ham in the last game week, I think. So that has allowed us to close the gap on them a little bit. We still have got them to play, I believe. When are we playing them? Yeah, we're playing them between Norwich and Blackburn, which is quite nice. Although Norwich did slaughter us 5-0 last time out. But obviously we might have Champions League games in and around here, depending on how we get on. Obviously we're going to go through against Dortmund, I think, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for us, as an Everton fan, very fortunately for us, but also as a Dortmund fan, it's a bit of a shame. But yeah, I don't know exactly how the schedule. You have been playing. You've been playing. Pedro Porro wasn't happy he's not been playing, but it's because I've been rotating him and Patterson around just because we've had a lot of games. One person who's really benefited from the reversion to the 4-3-3 is James Ward-Prowse. His stats have really gone up. He's raking in the assists at the moment, playing passes in from deep. But he's now out for 4 to 5 weeks. Wonderful. He's got knee tendonitis, which is also something I have in my right knee, and it's not fun. This is the team we're going with against Chelsea, and the importance of getting a positive result here has just been ramped up by the fact that Man United drew on the Saturday. I want to say it was against Watford, but it might not have been. But either way, they drew. So pressure is on here because a win will really, really help bring that gap down. And Man City also won 4-1. I can't remember again who that was against, but yeah, absolutely smashed whoever it was they played. So yeah, this is the team we're going with. Samek is coming in for the injured Ward-Prowse with Nico as that number 6 sitting deep, just hopefully just going to win the ball at the heart of the pitch and just spray the passes. Awar is starting because Keita is just coming back from injury. Raspadori is starting. Klojek is, again, only just really coming back from injury. Mykolenko in at left back. He's a little bit more defensively solid than Sergio Gomez. And Pedro Porro is starting because Nathan Patterson is suspended, and also because he's raging that he's not been playing enough games, which is a load of rubbish. And Rudy Bargi on the right hand side with Luca up top, whatever. And Tamori and Ballard as the 2 defenders. I think that's everything. Everyone. Let's go. Can we get the win at home here against Chelsea? I mean, look at that. 5 wins on the bounce. What's Chelsea's form like? I don't think it's as good. No, they've lost their last 2 games, so that could be really, really good for us. They could be showing a little bit of a lack of morale, maybe. But yeah, this is the table at the moment. So if we win, not only will we go above Chelsea, we'll also be what will that be? 4 points behind United and 4 points behind City. Really getting a bit tight up at the top. Oh. Well and Rooney. Oh, unlucky. Chelsea coached still by Pep Guardiola at this point. Thomas Tuchel is now at struggling Spurs. Allegri is under a lot of pressure at Liverpool because great save Pickford. Because they're sat in 5th, but they did just beat Leicester, I think. Good header by Samek. Great tackle by Awar. Don't you be doing anything reckless though and getting yourself sent off. That's a terrible throw from Mykolenko. Fails to find Raspadori. Great header from Ballard. He is just really solid at the back. Pedro Porro, come on, attack it, attack down that wing. Samek, there we go, lovely. Pulls it back. Oh, and it's an own goal. Own goal from Benjamin Pavard. Perfect. And that all comes from Pedro Porro making a busting run down the wing. Look at that. Give and go. And Pavard, what is he doing there? 1-0, and we've not even had a shot on target. Or a shot at all. What you love to see. Great save from Pickford from Pulisic. What a save. Great header from Mykolenko. Good block from Raspadori, sweeping over there onto the opposite side of the pitch and covering nicely. He may have suffered pulled knee ligaments, but he should be able to play through it. That doesn't really strike me as the type of injury you can play through. So we'll bring on Sergio Gomez because actually we brought him on there against Bournemouth. And he got 2 goals. So one of them was an absolute daisy cutter from about 30 yards. And he can just whip crosses in for Luca all day. And Pedro Porro nicks it. Rooney Bargi feeds it back to Porro. Porro crosses it in. Luca, what? Yes! And it's 2-0. Lorenzo Luca, Pedro Porro again. They can't control him. They cannot control him. Pedro Porro driving down the wing. Keeps going, and then whips a trademark ball in, and Luca absolutely bullets it. Mendy can get a hand to it, but not enough to keep it out. Yeah, I don't actually know, because obviously it's got 2 C's. which makes me think, is it Luca, or it might even be Luccia, because Luca would be 1C, I think. If you're Italian and you're watching this, please let me know. Because it was Luca Toni, not Luca Toni, I think. I mean, everyone used to call him Luca Toni, so... Well, that was lucky. Hit the post. It's Luca Pellegrini. So, sure, it's not Lorenzo Luca. Maybe? I don't know. Again, yeah, if you're watching, let me know. Pedro Porro. Oh, Luca nearly finds Sergio Gomez at the back post, and that would have been 3-0 on the stroke of half-time if we'd have managed to get on the end of that one. But it is half-time, 2-0 everyone. Wonderful stuff. Time to push on, hopefully, and just, even if we can just put this game to bed with a nice early third goal, because otherwise it's going to get a little bit squeaky, because if Chelsea score one, I'm going to be getting a bit worried. Now, Rooney Bargi is on a 6.4. He's also booked. Now, this does seem to be very much the way he goes. If he starts, I'm happy with that. Yeah, do that. If he starts, he doesn't seem to do that great. If he comes off the bench, he's okay. And the same applies to the guy I usually rotate him with, and that's Diego Moreira. If I start Moreira, he is like 1 in 3 poor. If he comes off the bench, he is generally better. And the same really applies for Rooney Bargi. No, I'm happy for Nico to man-mark Kai Havertz, who's playing in that false 9 role. Because it means that the defenders can be freed up just to focus on whoever else. Okay, well, I'm kind of happy, to be fair, with it being 2-0 still at 70 minutes. So let's make some more subs. And we will go with... I think we'll go with Jimenez on for Lucha, whatever. And who else? Maybe leave it at that for now, actually. Easy save from Pickford. And Chelsea are making it very, very easy for him today, to be fair. The shots that are on target seem quite tame. And the shots that are off target are obviously off target. I'm waffling, I'm chatting rubbish. And it looks, everyone, like this is just going to be a peter out quite nicely for us into a comfortable 2-0 win. Tomori's having a poor game. How's that happened? Oh, I can't make any more changes, can I? Because we've already taken off Raspadori. That's fine. So that is it for changes, because Tomori, yeah, having a 6.2. But I don't know how. Is it because he's not had to do much defending? And when he's had the ball, he's given it away? And that is that. I was literally thinking I need to get Paolo to drop back, and that is why, because Sergio Gomez has lost the ball with a sloppy pass, and Mason Mount has found Pulisic with a lovely pass, and he has made it 2-1. I did drop the defensive line. We're going to demand a little bit more. Nah. Thank you, Paolo. That's good defending. Away. Thank you, Tomori. That's perfect. That's just what you needed to be doing pretty much all game. Is that why you've got a poor rating? I don't know. And that's sloppy play from Havertz, and we'll take that. And now we'll go defensive. We won't counter press. We'll regroup. We'll slow the pace down. And in transition, actually, we'll distribute to the target man. Just get it away from our goal. And hopefully Jimenez will hold the ball up quite nicely. And there's 20 seconds to go. This should be it, barring any catastrophic passing and lightning breaks. Thank you, Samek, for giving the ball away. So after that game, this is how the table's looking now. 4 points off City and United, and 2 points clear of Chelsea. Now, obviously, we're playing Dortmund next, and our next game in the league is away at Newcastle and then at home to West Ham. And we don't really play anyone who should be concerning us, on paper anyway, until we go away to Man United. So, obviously, that's going to be a massive game. And then we've got Liverpool again, second to last. followed by Leeds, who, I think last season we played Liverpool at home and then played Fulham. Now, Liverpool are in poor form generally, if we look at their recent run of games. I mean, I say they're in poor form. Everyone is speculating about Allegri's job. They've not done terribly, let's be honest. They are 5th. They are 11 points off Chelsea. But yeah, hopefully when it comes to playing them at Anfield, we will be able to get the job done. And who knows, league could still be up for grabs at that stage. There's only 4 points in it, and there's 10 games to go or something. So yeah, definitely doable. So I wouldn't be surprised if Allegri gets sacked. Real Madrid will just knock Liverpool out at the first knockout round in the Champions League. Meanwhile, Inter, with Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin getting 2 goals each, blowing their way past Sevilla. Now, I don't want to be complacent, but we have rotated a fair bit. Nathan Patterson, why are you unhappy? He wants to start more games. But so does Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro starts today. Patterson, you start against Newcastle at the weekend. Anthony Gordon is in. Hlojek is in to try and build up some match fitness. Raul Jimenez is starting. And then Gomez is starting at left back with Mikalenko on the bench. Porro and then Branthwaite and Renan in at centre half with Greif starting in goal. We are 3-0 up. We are away at Dortmund, admittedly. 1 goal could obviously change the whole complexion of the game if it goes for Dortmund. But I would like to think we'll get the job done. Meanwhile, the other game that's happening tonight is Barcelona at home to Benfica. Benfica also won 3-0 at home. So Barcelona have got it all to do. We're going up against Thomas Frank's Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, this is their team. Daniel Marlin still up top. They've still got Hummels. They've still got Bellingham. They've still got Reina and Chan. And then DeMarco on the left. And who did I see they had at left back? Who did I see they're playing at left back? I think they've actually got Sula, which obviously... Oh, Malo Gusto at right back. Yeah, they've actually got Sula. Obviously, Sula is joining Dortmund on a free signing at the end of this season. What a save from Greif. I keep wanting to say Greif. It's Greif. What a save there from Bellingham, and that would have really got me nervous. Serginho Dest and then Morato, the other centre half. Okay, I mean, it's not a great team. It really isn't a great team. Bellingham does make it 1-0 inside 5 minutes. Why you do this to me, Jude? Why you do this? Bruh, Wado. Bellingham, oh my word, he's running the show. Running the show. Need to mark him out the game. Stop him from getting the ball. They are starting with absolutely lightning pace here. They are all up for this. Great tackle. They've come out like absolute demons. Look at that from Hudson-Odoi around to Gusto. Great hands from Greif. Needs to weather the storm a little bit. Barcelona have had a goal disallowed. I thought that was a penalty miss, but I think it's just a disallowed goal. Oh no, it was a penalty miss. Theo Hernandez missed a penalty for Barcelona. Nico. Who is that to? 2-0. And no, I think he was onside, but Barcelona have made it 1-0. Yeah, I did think he was onside. We were actually given the opportunity to sign Callum Hudson-Odoi, but I didn't go for it because he doesn't like big matches. You know what? We might actually end up going back to we might change Change tactic here. I'm trying to see his pace. Show me the pace. So Renan is slightly quicker. So I do like having the quicker one on the cover. No, Jimenez. Just in the hope this makes us maybe a little bit more stable at the back, because they are cutting through us so easily. I do think that, Renan is going to go, because he is definitely puts in the weaker performance when I play him compared to the likes of Ballard and Tomori and Godfrey. Okay, I just need to start creating more chances. Anthony Gordon, man. Perfect header. Perfect opportunity for a header there. We're going to make some defensive changes, definitely. Oh, don't you even dare. Don't you even dare. Great save from Greif. Great save. None of the goals have been his fault, by the way. He's made some great saves and is definitely keeping us ahead in this tie. No, come on. This is going to be a big half-time, Big half-time talk to try and keep the lads focused, get the game done, stop them from panicking. They're playing really, really poor. I'm probably going to make 3 subs at half-time. Well in, Klosek. No. Again, Greif with the save. What a save. Nico is off and Tomori is on. It has allowed us to push Samek up into the midfield. And we've also taken off Anthony Gordon and brought on Rooney Bargy. And we've kept the formation the same. We've got 1 sub left to make in this game if we need to. I nearly took off Branthwaite as well and brought on Godfrey, but I thought I don't want to make all my changes at half time, because then if someone gets injured or whatever, then I'm snookered. As I said, our defending of set pieces has been terrible, far from perfect. Yeah, I know that. Barcelona have now made it 2-0. I just want, well in Jimenez, I just want 1 goal. 1 goal for us, just to steady the ship a little bit. We'll take that. Emre Can can smash them over as long as he wants. I'm just going to drop the line a little bit, because I just want to make things a little bit harder for them to get through. Why is Samek... Why? I literally put Tomori in there. I don't know why that happened. I literally put Tomori in at defence, and for some reason he was playing in the midfield. Plajek is struggling. I didn't think he'd be able to get a full game out of today, but it's like, well, do I take him or Branthwaite off? I think I'll probably take Klajek off, because... But who for? Because Raspadori's injured. Right, I know what we do. Great block. Renan clears it. Nice. You've got to be kidding me. This is never not a penalty as well. It's never not a penalty. And I wager that was Pedro Porro who gave it away. Yeah. Pedro Porro does give away a fair few penalties, to be fair. And this is probably going to make it 3-0 unless, like, Greif can make a name for himself. He does! He saves it. Dominic Greif saves the penalty from Daniel Marlin. And then somehow between him and Branthwaite, I think it was Branthwaite, they managed to get it clear. Clips the bar on the way over. Oh my word. I think I'm just going to... No, keep forcing them outside. Does someone want to, like, pick him up? You are going to mark Rayner. Oh my word, this has been truly awful performance, but no, we're not going to get it done. We're not going to get it done. It's 3-3. Easy header, terrible defending. It's going to extra time, and Barcelona are going through. We are bringing on Lucha, whatever, for Jimenez, because Jimenez is having a shocker. This is absolutely disgraceful. I am livid with this team. How could we have... I know I rotated, but I felt it was acceptable time to rotate because we've got a big game coming up in the league against Newcastle. I felt rotation was acceptable. I didn't think the players would play this badly. Unlike Greif, who's been incredible. Oh, is Barcelona gone to extra time as well, actually? Branthwaite has been awful. Renan has been terrible. Renan has basically proven that he can't be trusted in games. So he'll be getting sold in the summer, cash in on him. But he's basically shown that he can't be trusted to perform in any game. Sergio Gomez has been terrible. Samek has been terrible. That is an area I was literally thinking before this game started, I was like, that is an area I'm definitely going to improve in the summer, is in that defensive midfield role. Because at the moment we've got Samek and Nico, neither of which are particularly stellar quality. Ball retention has been terrible. So if you can hear my stomach, it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. Best we can hope for, I think, is penalties, everyone. I really think the best we can hope for is penalties. Because we just don't look like creating anything in this game. No. Great save. Awful. Awful. Why are you doing that? Just give the ball away. Why don't you? Throw-ins. You're just throwing the ball straight to the opposition. Good header from Lucha. I'm going to settle on Lucha, I think, for now. Well done on not giving away a penalty this time, Pedro. What a save from Greif. What a save. Oh my word, Makoko hits it wide. I literally was just watching that like, there's nothing I can do here. There's nothing I can do here. They're, you know... Right, everyone. Time for penalties now. in the game which we really let go from us. Dortmund will deserve probably to go through because they've been so good in this game, and we were better in the first leg. Gomez misses a penalty. But we've been terrible in this leg. The players that we've brought in should easily have been good enough to not fold in the way they have done, and it's been really quite pathetic to see. We need Greif to come big again, like he did in the game. Reina misses. Oh, he misses. He smashes it wide. Now, Lucha has taken 2 penalties so far for us this season, and he's missed them all. But he doesn't miss this time. 2-2 on pens. Come on, Dominic Greif, come on. He saves! He saves from Bellingham. He's the only one who's covered himself in any glory in this game as Greif. Pedro Porro scores to make it 3-2. Oh, advantage very much Everton now. Very much Everton's advantage. Now it's Daniel Marlon who Greif saved the penalty from in the second half. Can he do the business again? He misses! Oh my word! Well, everyone, unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. Meanwhile, Barcelona did go through as well. So that means we go into the next round of the Champions League with Lazio, Bayern, Atletico United, Porto, PSG, and Man City, Juve still to play. Oh my word, that was tense. So the next game will definitely be in and around the Man United game. That's when we're going to play the Champions League. So I think there's probably a logical place to bring it back, isn't it, everyone? The second leg of the next round of the Champions League, feeding into the Man United game. Blimey. That was uncomfortable, but we got the job done. We got the job done, everyone, after an impressive 2-1 win against Chelsea. We then nearly blew our chances in the Champions League. But hey, we got through. We got through. I hope you've enjoyed the video, everyone. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.